County wearing the road blue uniforms will be going left to right on your radio dial. Emma King set to tip it up against Becca Tarter. And the ball's in the air in the 45th District Tournament on the line. Emmy Harris controls for Boyle County, gets it in the right corner to Roney. Roney drives, gets to the elbow, and backs it back out as she's cut off by Maddie Boyle. Lincoln County opening up at a man-to-man defense. Going to get a quick 5 count, and there it is. Maddie Boyle stuck like glue to Danielle Roney in the first turnover of the game.
Yeah, and one thing we didn't talk about, Kevin, before the game, as every coach will tell you, foul trouble. Got to stay out of foul trouble with your bigs down low.
You get over to the left side to Logan Godby. Godby back out top to Boyle. Boyle sets the offense just underway here. Lincoln's first possession, still no score. Jenna King left wing extended. Now over to the right side to Godby. In the right corner to Boyle. Drives baseline, gets into a double team, kicks it in the corner. Emma King, 3 on the way. Good.
The way to get it started, you get those feet set, fire it up there.
Good pass from Maddie Boyle along the baseline. Found a wide open Emma King, and Lincoln County on top, 3-0. Harris into the front court, stops, gives over to Becca Tarter on the left wing, now in the left corner to Roney. Roney brings it out top to balance the floor to Edmiston. Right side now to Baker. Baker drives, gets to the elbow, kicks it over to Roney on the left wing. Had a 3 and didn't take it. Roney will back it back out now and set the offense. 1 minute gone. Lincoln up 3-0. Roney drives and gets it to go.
Yeah, she's a threat, Kevin, to take people off the dribble. She does it well and puts that up and in.
Boyle into the front court now for Lincoln County. Cut off as Boyle settles back in a 2-3 zone. 3-2 your score. 6:40 to go in the first. Lincoln on top with the basketball.
Maddie Boyle dribbling the basketball right now, Kevin. Lincoln wouldn't have been into that overtime had it not been for her in that second game.
They get it down low to Wilkes. Wilkes can't get the short shot to go. It's knocked out of bounds and will go to Lincoln County. Go back to Boyle County as Wilkes could have used the glass there. I think would have been well served for that bucket. 3-2 your score. 6.5 to go. Edmiston traveled. No call. Gets it back to Harris. Harris now into the front court. Guarded by Godby. Gets a screen, won't use it. Now we'll bring it back out top to Edmiston. Dumps it down low to Tarter through her hands. She picks it up and under move off the glass. No good. Rebound on the offensive end by Roney, and a jump ball as she and Jenna King both had a handle on it, and the alternate possession favors Lincoln County.
I want to thank Little Caesars Pizza, as always, for being a great sponsor, and hot and ready for you in the Lincoln Plaza. Pizza. Go down and check them out.
2 minutes gone in this game. Lincoln on top 3-2. Logan Godby with it. Dumps it down low to Wilkes. She got behind the defense. Wilkes lays it in.
And that time she did use the board and kissed it off the glass for a PBK bank shot.
Boyle County tried to front her, and Godby threw it over the top. 5-2 Lincoln County with the lead. 5:45 to go in the first. Harris with it. Crosses over, steps back, gives it out top to Edmiston. Left side now to Roney. Roney's going to drive to the middle, cut off. Back out top to Tarter. Tarter looking inside, lobs it down low and intercepted by Wilkes. Wilkes puts a couple of dribbles down and will bring it into the front court for Lincoln County. Lincoln with a 5-2 lead, 5.5 to go in the first. Boyle will take it out to the jump circle and set the offense for the Lady Patriots. Right side now, 3 on the way from Emma King. Got it.
That's 2 for her. Way to start the game.
Tickling the twine, Emma King, 2 for 2, and it's 8-2 Lincoln County. Harris into the front court for Boyle. 3 minutes gone. Harris drives, gets contact, no call. Shot off the back iron, no good. Maddie Boyle takes it away from, I believe that was Baker down there.
That's Emmy Harris's game. You know she likes it. We see that a lot for Lincoln County in the boys with Noah Young when he drives and gets a shot, and Emmy Harris loves to do that. Just missed that one too strong.
Get it out top to Baker on the inbounds play. Right side now to Harris. Deep 3 from the right wing. Back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Tarter with it, and it's stolen away by Maddie Boyle, and a quick jump ball. This will stay with Boyle County. To go, Lincoln leading 8-2. Harris gets it in the corner, gets it back now on the left wing. Out top, angles off to the left, gets a screen, now throws it in the corner to Baker. Baker picks up a dribble, high post to Tarter, goes straight up with a 15-footer, good. Becca Tarter with her first bucket of the night. It's 8-4 with 4:20 to go in the first. Maddie Boyle into the front court. Works it over to the right side. 2-3 zone again from Boyle. Bounce it over to Emma King. Going to fire another three. This one is good as well. Emma King is en fuego. 3 for 3 from the three-point line with 9 points, and Lincoln on top 11-4. Largest lead of the night halfway through the first quarter. Harris stops and pops from 3. Back iron, no good. Maddie Boyle with the rebound. Lincoln on a run into the front court. Boyle cut off by Harris. Gets by her, picks up a dribble floater on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Tarter. Tarter falls down, shovels off to Baker. Baker into the front court. Quickly down the left side into a double team. Baker throws it down low, picked off by Emma King. King on the run, middle of the floor. Angles to the left. Steps back, now goes by her man, gets it, can't get it to go, but she is fouled. So the ragged pace will stop with 3:26 to go in the first, and Emma King to the free throw line for 2. First foul is on Gracie Edmiston, her first, team first.
Largest lead of the night right now for the Lady Pates at 7, and it is run and gun up and down the court, KB.
Emma King gets a free throw to rattle home. She's already in double figures here, and we have 3:26 to go in the first. Second free throw on the way is good. So King with 11, Lincoln by 9 at 13-4. Now showing some man-to-man token full court pressure. Now we'll settle back into the half court as Harris brings it into the front court. Harris right in the middle of the floor, goes left, gets a screen, tries to drive, can't do it, kicks it over, three-pointer on the way from the corner, good. Michaela Baker stops the bleeding for Boyle County with that three.
Yeah, if they get fired up, they can shoot the threes as well.
Over to Emma King, they quickly collapse on her. Back to Boyle. Boyle drives, free throw line jumper, short. It's an air ball. Jenna King saves it back in through the hands of Emma King and out of bounds, and it will go back to Boyle County.
Lincoln County trying to come down and run a little offense if they can, and they a few times have taken some quick shots coming down instead of trying to go down low to Wilkes.
That 2-3 zone is starting to shade over toward Emma King after going 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Just a little bit. Tarter gets it down low. Roney is fouled from behind. Jenna King will pick up her first and the team's first. Lincoln County just fell asleep on a switch right there. King was trailing, forced to foul Roney from behind. It will send Roney to the free throw line for 2. 13-7, Lady Patriots with the lead. 2:45 to go in the first.
The one thing about King, she wanted to make sure that the shot was definitely not going to go in. So the foul was a fair foul, but it was a hard foul coming over. And then there's the benefit of it by the most they could do now is get one out of it. She missed it.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you don't want to give up that easy layup. So Roney misses the first free throw. We'll get a second. 2:45 to go in the first. Lady Patriots up 13-7. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Wilkes. Wilkes to Boyle, and Lincoln County on the run. Boyle into the front court. Angles to the left, and now will back it back out as she's cut off by Harris. Now brings it in. Skip pass over to King on the right wing. That collapse on her. King drives, goes up, tried to dump it down to Wilkes too hard, but is retrieved by Jenna King. Her pass deflected and then picked off by Baker.
It's Tarter with those long arms, long and lean.
Baker down to Roney. Roney to the elbow. Drives, gets by her man, lays it in.
It's a nice player, too, for Boyle County.
13-9 is Boyle County climbing back in it with 2:12 to go in the first. To Godby in the corner. Back out top to Boyle. Boyle to the right. This one's King. King drives again, gets in, shot up in the air, no good. Wilkes with an offensive board. It's no good, but she's fouled. Wilkes with a good weak side rebound that time, and on the putback shot is fouled by Roney, her first, team second.
Think about it is when King drove down the lane, Wilkes was anticipating the shot. She played it perfectly. It came off on the other side. She was right there for the finish and the putback. Just missed it.
The vast majority of missed shots are going to go to the weak side as Wilkes connects on the first one. We get our first look at Haley Sutherland as she'll replace Jenna King. Picked off by Emma King on the press. King's 15-footer is good. Emma King is on a roll tonight, 17-9. Harris into the front court, double team, dribbles out of it, down low to Edmiston. Edmiston's shot blocked by Wilkes, and there's a foul called from out top. Caitlin Wilkes' first foul, team second. It will send Edmiston to the free throw line for two. And Timmy mentioned Gracie Edmiston, really the first time she's touched the ball tonight.
Absolutely, and the thing about that Lincoln fans unhappy about, you can hear them, they're right on top of us, is that the players had already started 2 or 3 steps down the court before the signal went up for the foul on that one.
And that foul was called by the trailing official. The official down low blocked off from that view, or we would presume so. 17-9 your score, and second free throw no good, so Boyle County 0 for 4 from the line. Sutherland with the rebound in the front court to Boyle. Boyle bounces it over to Emma King, going to fire a three. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. Edmiston controls from Boyle County to Harris. Boyle on the run, floats it up to Tarter. Tarter driving, dumps it down low to Edmiston. Boyle went in to try to steal it, couldn't do it. Shot up, no good.
Oh,
17-13, under a minute to go in this first. Boyle getting back in it.
Every time Lincoln County pushes it out to 8 or 9, Boyle County cuts it back to about 4.
Now the zone very active for Boyle. They lob it to the high post of Sutherland. Low post to Wilkes. Good. Little 8-foot baseline jumper fell for Caitlin Wilkes. Give her 6, and the lead is 6 with 30 seconds to go until the end of the first quarter.
And she is keeping the ball up high right there, Kevin, so no one else can swat at it, because Boyle County is very active with their hands swatting down at the basketball.
Harris down to 17 seconds, guarded by Godby. 1-4 set. Harris drives, dumps it down low, intercepted by Boyle. Lincoln on the run. A 3-on-none layup for Emma King is good. 21-13, 3 seconds to go. Harris midcourt, jumper, no good. And the end of the first quarter comes with Lincoln County on top, 21-13. Gets it over to Sutherland, and a traveling violation, an unforced error. Lincoln County turns it over on their first possession. Roney will check back in for Boyle County. Lincoln County with Sutherland, Boyle, Godby, Emma King, and Caitlin Wilkes on the floor. Boyle County with Emmy Harris, Michaela Baker, Edmiston, Roney, and Rachel Leaf. Now Lincoln County showing some full court pressure and nearly stolen away, but Boyle breaks it. Emmy Harris drives in, shot is no good, rebounded by Roney, nearly stolen away by Sutherland, but she'll get it to Edmiston, but stripped away by Godby. Godby quickly into the front court, goes up and challenges Harris. Shot is blocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Patriots.
Cousin on cousin right there.
A little family crime. 7:24 to go in the second. Lincoln County leading 21-13. Godby looking to trigger it in, lobs it way out top to Boyle. Boyle over down the right wing to King. King dumps it down low to Sutherland and lays it in.
Nice play. Not only can Emma King light it up, but she can also make the assist.
15 points in that first quarter for King, and she ball faked right there and drew the defense and gave Sutherland a great opportunity. Lincoln County now by 10, their largest lead of the night. 1 minute gone in the second quarter. Harris angles off to the right, gives it over to Roney. Roney bounces it to Baker. Baker can shoot the three, but drives in, nearly traveled, gets it out to Edmiston. Over to Leaf. Leaf puts some dribbles down, swings it out top to Roney. Roney tried to get it to Harris. Dangerous pass, but Harris comes up with it. Harris now driving, gets inside the paint and lays it in.
Nice move that time, and if nobody turns her or forces her to go a different direction, she just goes in for the layup.
23-15, 6.5. They get it to Wilkes in the corner. Wilkes out top now to Boyle. Boyle fakes, drives, kicks it back to Emma King. Three-point shot blocked by Harris. Gets her own rebound, drives in, no good. But Emma King is fouled on her path to the basket. She will go to the free throw line for two. Foul is on Rachel Leaf, her first, team third.
Stayed with the play. It was blocked. She didn't care. She got it right back down, put her head down, and went to the bucket, drew the foul, and she goes to shoot two.
Harris covered a lot of ground on that, and a lot of it was in the air. Be interesting to see if King will ball fake, get Harris in the air next time, and try to draw the foul. First free throw from Emma King is good. We see Tarter check back in for the Lady Rebels.
Well, Lincoln County's led the entire way. Now they match their largest lead at 10.
25-15, 6:20 to go. Boyle breaks the pressure. Roney into the front court. Man-to-man from Lincoln County. They're really going to face guard Harris and try to keep her from getting the ball. Got to be on her, as she has been all night. Roney drives, gets in traffic, shot blocked from behind, and
nice.
Wilkes blocked it. It hit the bottom of the backboard, and as Roney fell out of bounds, it landed on her shoulder, so it'll be Lincoln County basketball.
That's the third time in this tournament that we've seen Caitlin Wilkes do that. She blocks from the back and knocks it off the other person.
Quick pass down low to Wilkes, who lays it in.
What a
Boyle
pass.
with the bullet, and Boyle County's Greg Edwards doesn't like it. He's going to call a timeout. 5:56 to
Hey guys, Doc Spangler here for Danville Office Equipment, your number one source for all your office supply, office furniture, and office equipment needs. We at DOE learned a long time ago that hard work and dedication pay off, and if you're lucky, you get to have a little fun along the way. So if you're needing anything for the office, call Danville Office Equipment at 1-800-633-0991. That's DOE at 1-800-633-0991.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
Lincoln County's hitting threes. Lincoln County's going to the bucket, hitting it off the glass. Lincoln County's up by 12, 27-15. 5:56 to go in the championship game over Boyle County. Here's Kevin Bandura.
Boyle will trigger it in. Leith with it. And Lincoln County with full court pressure now. Over to Baker, to Tarter. Still need to get in the front court. And they get it to Harris. Bumps, no call. Harris stops. Three-point line. Jumper. Back iron. No good. Baker and King fighting for the rebound. Emma King with it. King gets it to Boyle. Lincoln on the run. 5:40 to go in the second. Maddie Boyle kicks it over to Godby in the corner. Godby traveled.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times in the tournament as well from the girls, especially as they, I don't know if they take a little crow step, a hop step, or something before they dribble, but been several walking calls.
5:35 to go until halftime. Lincoln up 27-15. This 12-point lead, the largest of the night. Harris with it in the backcourt. Will walk it into the front court down the left side. Picked up by Godby. Fakes right, goes left, spins, gets by her man, lays it off the glass. Good.
Nice move right there again by Emmy Harris to get it up off the glass.
Lincoln's going to have to play off their man and stop Harris from that spin move in there. That was too easy. 10-point lead for Lincoln County. Almost 3 minutes go.
Do you eat nails for breakfast? Then you'll appreciate Kubota's Tough M Series tractor. Available with 84 to 135 turbocharged horsepower, the M Series has direct injection Kubota diesel engines, fully synchronized transmissions, B-speed turn, and ergonomic comfort cabs. The M Series is one of the toughest, hardest working, most dependable mid-sized tractors on the planet. Kubota, everything you value. Come see your local Kubota dealer, Lawson Tractor and Implement on Highway 27 in Junction City.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
32-19, 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the half. Lincoln County just missed a shot, but Wilkes gets the rebound and gets fouled.
Yeah, she was falling down, and second foul will go against Gracie Edmiston. It's the team's fifth, so Lincoln County leading 32-19. Shear with it, left wing, gives it over to King. Emma King with another three, and this one's banked in. Emma King looks around and says, yep, meant to do that. And when it rains, it pours, and Emma King is a hurricane right now. Halfway through the second quarter, 35-19, the Lady Patriots pouring it on Boyle County. In the corner to Baker. Baker looking, Tries to drive baseline, gets by her man, lays it in. Got to cut that drive off on the baseline, and Lincoln couldn't do it. 3:40 to go until halftime. Maddie Boyle into the front court, picked up by Leaf. Angles off to the left, now back to the right on a crossover dribble. Gives it now to Sutherland. Sutherland drives, gets in the paint. Shot hits the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Roney. Roney to Harris. Boyle on the run. Harris crosses over, left-handed shot, good.
So Boyle County, if you're the Lady Rebels, you just want to try to get it back close to 10 after Lincoln County's led by 16.
Well, the last time these two teams played, this is what it looked like, and it ended up being 112 to 110. Neither team could miss, and neither team really played defense. Maddie Boyle has it stripped away, dribbling now, and there's a foul on Roney as Roney dove in to try to steal it. That is her second and the team's sixth. 3:02 to go until halftime, 35-23. Lady Patriots with the lead. Charter, and now we will get our first look at Keeley Bowling for Boyle County, and also our first look at Zaria Napier for the Lady Patriots, as Wilkes will take a well-deserved rest. Played a whale of a first half.
Already doing so well. 10 points already.
Lincoln County threw it in. It was batted away by Charter. Napier went for it, was falling out of bounds and threw it away, so a quick turnover by the Lady Patriots will give it back to the Lady Rebels with 3 minutes to go, 35-23. Full court pressure from Lincoln County. Boyle gets it into Tarter, over now to Baker. Baker picked up by Maddie Boyle, crosses over, nice move, gets it into the front court, gives it now to Leaf. Leaf on the right wing, the high post to Tarter, spins, goes up against Sutherland, shot back iron, no good. Leaf offensive rebound, can't get it to go, battle for the rebound, Tarter with it, gets it to Baker, her shot's an air ball. Lincoln County finally with the rebound. Maddie Boyle, long down court pass to Napier. Napier will back it back out and get it to Boyle to reset the offense.
Smart.
To the high post of Sutherland. Tarter bats it away, controls, gets it to Harris. Harris on the run, goes to the left, shot no good, fouled by Maddie Boyle. Her first and the team's third, and it will send Amy Harris to the free throw line for two with 2:24 to go in the second. Lincoln County leading 35-23.
Give some shout-outs while we have a stoppage in play here for the free throw line. Shout out to Matt and Debbie Lester listening to us tonight in Kansas. Listening to us in Wesley in Wichita, Kansas, and at Wesley Hospital in Wichita, Kansas. Shout out. Also give a shout out to Jessica Singleton. She says, come on, let's go, Lady Pates. Sheila and Richard and Ella May are in Bradenton, Florida, and the Lincoln County School Board listening to us tonight as the board members are at their annual conference in Louisville. All huddled around Tom Blankenship's iPhone. He's got it pulled up and listening to that. Both free throws good. It's 35-25.
2:20 to go in the second quarter. Maddie Boyle into the front court. To the right side, the high post to Napier. Napier back to Boyle. Boyle drives, gets in, goes by her man, underneath, and now has to dribble out. Back to Shearer. Shearer down low to Sutherland. Sutherland, nice move, goes to her right, puts it in.
So Boyle County had gone on a 6-0 run. Lincoln County extends the lead back to 12 after they had cut it to 10.
Minute 50 to go here in the second quarter. Amy Harris into the front court. Angles left. Crosses over, tries to get into paint, kicks it to Bowling in the corner, three on the way, off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, there's Leaf, another offensive rebound, gives it to Baker, 17-footer, good.
And now Boyle County starts to heat up, trying to cut back into it.
Lincoln County's got to stop the straight line drives, and they've got to get those rebounds. They keep giving up offensive boards to Boyle County. Emma King into the front court, top of the key, steps back, drives in, gets by her man, and she's fouled. Tarter and Harris are both there. We'll see who they whistle it against. And it is against Becca Tarter. That's her first and the team's. From the line tonight. 38-27, 1:20 to go. Second free throw is good. 25 points for Emma King already. A minute 17 to go in the second. Harris with it in the front court. Picked up by Sutherland. Looking for the high screen. Angles to the left. Going to try to go left. Gets it in the corner to Bowling. Bowling ball fakes, drives, high post to Leaf. Leaf ball fakes and drives. Emma King not fooled and cuts her off. Back out to Harris. Now guarded by Napier. Harris drives into a double team. Can't get it to go. And
oh, my goodness.
boy, Harris split a double team right there and is going to get bailed out with the whistle. 55.5 seconds to go. First foul on Logan Godby, team's fourth. And Harris to the free throw line for two. 39-27, Lincoln on top.
Lincoln County's led by as many as 16 points. Got out to a 3-0 lead and have never trailed.
Harris eyes the free throw, and this one is good. .2 seconds to go now. Wilkes will check back in and replace Napier. Lincoln on top 41-28. Boyle to trigger it in under their scoring basket. Been a wild one here, Tim. A lot of scoring and a lot of things at halftime both coaches can talk about for sure. Bowling triggers it into Harris. Ball fakes, drives, gets to the rack. Left-handed shot good. Just a scorer's mentality, and she's able to get that to go for her 15th point. Emma King into the front court, 20 seconds to go. Working on Harris, gets by her, goes up against Tarter, lays it up, can't get it to go. Tough shot, but it almost went. Harris gets the rebound. She'll go coast to coast, and she's fouled by Trinity Shearer. That is her first foul, the team's fifth. And with 11.3 seconds to go, Amy Harris can get the lead back to double digits, or down to single digits with a couple of free throws.
So with 11.3 seconds to go, we mentioned this just a few minutes ago that if Boyle County can cut it to 10 or under, you know, and we'll talk about the last game with 112-110 at halftime where that score stood.
First free throw from Amy Harris is good. Madeline Inman checks in for Boyle County. She'll replace Bowling. 11.3 seconds to go. Lincoln by 10. Harris at the free throw line for one more.
Boyle shot over 30 free throws in the game against Danville on Tuesday night, and Danville didn't make it to double digits.
Free throws no good, but Michaela Baker with the offensive rebound. Wilkes rebounds her shot. She's line for the 1-and-1 with 6.2 seconds to go. (41-31). Wilkes at the line for the 1-and-1. First one is up, good. Lincoln County's been deadly at the line tonight, Tim. 10 for 10 so far. And the lead is 11, so you see how valuable those are. Second one is on the way, and it's good as well.
Perfect. Money in the PBK Bank.
5 seconds to go. Harrison in the front court. It's batted away. Shearer picks it up, gets it to King. Three-pointer at the buzzer. Won't go. It went in and came out. Boyle County with the basketball over to Baker in the left wing. Lincoln County in a man-to-man, looking, still looking. Guarded by Baker at the jump circle. Crosses over, now gets it in the corner to Jenna King. King drives, gets cut off, back out to Godby. Godby tried to get it down low to Wilkes, but it was overplayed by Edmiston and picked up by Roney. Roney gives off to Harris. Harris back to Roney in the front court. to Baker in the corner. Still looking, now puts a dribble down out top to Roney. 7 minutes left in the third quarter, 43-33, Lincoln on top. They dump it down low to Harris, who lays it in.
Back under 10.
Cut it to 8 here, a minute gone in the second half. Emma King with it in the front court. Gets a high screen. He's going to fake a three, try to pick and roll. Wasn't there. Gives it over to Godby. Godby spins, goes up, high off the glass. Good.
Nice move that time by Logan Godby.
Her first bucket of the night. And I said off the glass. I thought it was going to go off the glass, but it went straight in. 45-35, right? And it's 47-35, 6:15 to go in the third. Tarter with it, left wing. Tried to get it down low, and King overplayed. She's going to be whistled for a foul. That's her second and the team's first.
I appreciate all the messages from our Lincoln County fans coming in tonight. We are having some internet issues here. We know that we are dropping signal some. I appreciate all the messages, but yes, we know that we're having some internet issues here, and that's why we keep dropping from time to time.
Emmy Harris with a three-pointer at the top of the key. 6 minutes to go in the third, 47-38. Lincoln's lead is 9. Emma King drives, hands off to Boyle, gets a screen, angles off to the right. Harris picks her up, now gets it in the corner to Godby. Godby looking, back out top to Boyle. Boyle looking for help out top to Wilkes. Wilkes thought about a three, thought better of it, gave it to King. King drives, gets by her man, high off the glass, no good. Emmy Harris with the rebound. 5.5 to go in the third. Harris drives, gets by, shot is blocked off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Lincoln County. Maddie Boyle on the run to the free throw line. Jumper, no good. Wilkes battling for the rebound, but controlled by Edmiston. Gets it to Roney. Roney splits a double team. Bounces it off the foot of Edmiston. It's going to stay or go back to Lincoln County. 5:16 remaining in the third. Lincoln County on top, 47-38.
Shout out to Judy Hester listening to us tonight. She says, come on, let's go Patriot, Lady Pates, and then the Patriots later. And we'll send a special shout out, our thoughts and prayers with Tuffy as he continues to get better as well. We know that they always listen from the Gym Palace, and we just want to let Tuffy know we're thinking about you, my brother. 47-38, a timeout taken by Boyle County, a 30-second timeout for Coach Greg Edwards. Lincoln County Lady Pates up 47-38. They've led by as many as 16 points in this game. They've led the entire way. There have been no ties and no lead changes with 5:16 to go here in the third quarter.
Emma King with 25 first half points. Caitlin Wilkes with 12, but it's been Godby's 4 points that are the only points for Lincoln County in this third quarter. We're nearly 3 minutes gone. Maddie Boyle will trigger it in right in front of the Lincoln County bench, guarded closely by Baker. Looking, still looking, gets it out top to King. Behind the screens, traveled. Tried to ball fake, and there's that little hop step that we talked about. Got whistled for it in the semifinals and also now tonight.
Seen it happen several times.
We get into Edmiston. Edmiston dribbles into the front court, crosses over, gets into the paint, shot off the glass, too hard. Rebounded by Wilkes. Wilkes to Emma King. Lincoln County with a 2-on-2. King stops and pops and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Baker. Baker to Emmy Harris. Harris drives, and Jenna King swats it away, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Rebels. 4:55 to go in the third. 47-38, Lincoln on top.
Still a fast and furious pace, Kevin. It's like they caught their breath at halftime and came back out and went right back at it.
Quick inbound shot from Emmy Harris is no good. Rebounded by Jenna King. Lincoln on the run. Jenna King into the front court. Stops at the elbow. 15-footer short. Rebounded by Roney. Roney looking down the floor. Dribbles by her man's going to go in. She is
going to call
knocked
a foul
down.
on Lincoln
They're
County.
going to call a foul on Boyle. Excuse me, they're going to call a foul on Jenna King. That's her third and the team's second. Maddie Boyle was set there to take a charge. So 4:38 to go. It's 47-38 here in the third quarter. Haley Sutherland will check in and replace Jenna King. King sat for quite a while in that first half, too. So now Boyle will trigger it in. free throw line for two with 4:24 to go in the third quarter. Lincoln leading 47-38. Lincoln County with Godby, Sutherland, Wilkes, Emma King, and Boyle on the floor. Boyle County with Edmiston, Harris, Roney, Leith, and Baker as Edmiston misses the first free throw.
And the free throw problems continue to mount for Boyle County.
Boyle County has been to the line 11 times. This will be their 12th attempt, and they have only hit 4. And Lincoln County was 11 for 11 in that first half, and Edmiston does hit the second. Her first point of the night.
And she's really hurt Lincoln County in some
early
of the
on,
other games.
especially. Had 13 in the first quarter in the last meeting. 39 for Boyle, 47 for Lincoln. Lincoln on top by 8. King over now to Maddie Boyle. Left wing extended on Baker. Gets a screen, comes to the right, drives, gets to the free throw line. Over to Godby. Godby down low to Wilkes. It's batted away by Edmiston. Now, Boyle County has changed their tactic a little bit here, Tim, defensively. They are overplaying those entry passes, and they've had success here in the second half.
Yeah, really getting aggressive on filling those lanes.
Wilkes traveled with it. They got it into her. She tried to spin one way, and then it was like the bottom half of her body went one way, and the top half went the other, and her feet shuffled.
Had a good look at it there, but was hoping maybe to draw a foul, but she walked. Turnover.
Halfway through the third quarter, Lincoln up by 8, 47-39. Baker into the front court, in the corner to Leith. Leith, guarded by Emma King in a trap, gets it to Edmiston, bounce it on the baseline to Roney, who lays it in.
Good backdoor cut that time for Boyle County. The lead is 6.
8 points for Roney, and the lead is 6 to Godby. Jumper off the baseline, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it comes to Godby out top. Over now to Emma King. King drives behind the back dribble, gets by Harris, shuffles it down to Wilkes. Baseline jumper's no good. Emma King with an offensive rebound, shot up, no good, but she's fouled.
So everything that was falling for Lincoln County in the first half is not now. They had the hot hand earlier, hitting just about everything that went up, and now they're having some issues getting in the bucket. They've only scored 4 points here in this second half, and Boyle on a 10-4 run.
Emma King continues the good free throw shooting for Lincoln County by hitting it. Keely Bowling checks in for Boyle County. She's going to replace Roney. Roney just picked up her third foul. It's a team. (49-41), 3:25 to go in the third. Harris into the front court. Picked up by Godby. Angles off to the right, cuts back to the left in the paint, fades it in the corner to Bowling. Bowling now over to Baker.
Bowling hit some big threes for Boyle in the last game.
Leith with it on the right wing, guarded by Boyle. And Boyle nearly steals it, but Leith recovers. Shot won't go. Emma King gets the rebound, and Leith tried to go around her. And she's fouled. Her third, team second.
Yeah, the Boyle fans thought that it was going to go on Caitlin Wilkes, number 11, and then they see that it goes on Rachel Leith, and they are really upset.
I thought that was a pretty obvious call right there. Boyle into the front court for Lincoln County. Over now to Emma King. King looking for help. Ball batted, but gets it to Godby on the left wing. Godby to Maddie Boyle. Down low to Wilkes. Wilkes spins, goes to the right, travels.
Second time in a row. And the official down low did not call it. The official out here on the wing called it, who was 25 feet away.
Coaching staff does not like that call at all. 2:40 to go in the third. 49-41. Got a good one brewing here. Harris into the front court, top of the key, steps back, gives it over to Edmiston on the right wing, to the corner to Bowling. Bowling dribbles, picks it up, now gets it in the deep corner to Edmiston. Guarded by Wilkes, and Wilkes a little too aggressive there with the body contact. Good call that time. Caitlin Wilkes third, team's fourth.
Picked up her third foul with 2:27. Remember the Garrett County game the other night, Kevin? We saw Coach Cassandra McWhorter have to go offense for defense, defense for offense in the second quarter.
Napier checks in. She'll replace Wilkes. Roney comes back in for Edmiston for Boyle County. 2:27 to go in the third. 49-41. Boyle to trigger it in the coffin corner in front of their own bench. Baker gets it to Harris on the right wing. Harris puts a couple dribbles down, now works it back out to the jump circle. Picked up by Godby. To the right. Harris drives, bumped, no call. Shot goes out of bounds. They say it was blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Boyle County. Greg Edwards can't believe there's no call.
2 Lincoln County players were right there to put 4 hands in there on it.
Out top to Baker. Baker drives. 15-foot jumper off the side. No good. Emma King with a nice rebound, and she's going to wave Maddie Boyle down and take it herself. 2:05 in the third. King stops, drives, gets by her man. Shot hits the bottom of the rim and won't go. Rebounded by Emmy Harris. Harris into the front court. Napier picks her pocket, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Rebels.
Had Coach Cassandra McWhorter on the morning show with us this morning, Kevin, and she talked about the defensive effort from the Lady Pates on Wednesday night against Garrett County, and they're really going to need that the rest of the game here.
Keeley Bowling with it for Boyle County over to Harris on the left wing. Back to the top of the key. Fakes the three, gives it over to Roney. Roney bounces it on the right wing to Leaf. Leaf tries to get by her man, can't do it. Picks up her dribble, hands to Bowling. Bowling out top. Picks up her dribble, looking for help, guarded by Maddie Boyle. In trouble now, lobs it and throws it away. Picked up by Emma King. King bounces to Sutherland, left-handed layup is good.
Nice takeaway and a nice assist from King to Sutherland.
10 points is the lead. Emmy Harris. For 2. Edmiston set to check in. Trinity Shearer set to check in as well for Lincoln County. First free throw from Emmy Harris is up, and it is good. Becca Tarter also checks in for Boyle County. 22 points for Emmy Harris. The lead is 9 for Lincoln County with 1:26 to go in the third quarter. Harris very deliberate at the free throw line. Second free throw is good. Lincoln County with the ball and an 8-point lead. 1:24 to go in the third. Shearer with it, dumps it down low to Sutherland. In a triple team, spins and gets free and lays it in.
Unreal.
10 points for Haley Sutherland off the bench, and the lead is 10 with 1:10 to go in the third. Harris into the front court, off to the right, gets a screen, going to fire a three. It's off the backboard, no good, but there's an offensive board for Roney. Her shot is blocked, and they're going to call a block. And that's on Logan Godby. That's her third and the team's 6th. 1 minute to go. Anna Lane's going to check in for Lincoln County. 53-43. Danielle Roney at the free throw line for 2. Back iron, no good for Roney. Anna Lane does check in for Logan Godby now with those 3 fouls. Lincoln faithful not happy with the officiating here tonight, Tim.
Not very much at all.
Second free throw. That will be the team's third, and Tim just tried to overplay again. That's been their tactic here in the second half. Sometimes it's paid off, and a couple times it's been a foul.
Yeah, changed up their defensive strategy, like you mentioned, KB, from the first quarter to this quarter. 51.1. Now, Boyle County, as on the next foul, will put Lincoln County in the 1-1 for the remainder of the game.
Baker checks in and replaces Roney with those 4 fouls. They get it in the corner to Sutherland. Sutherland spins, gets by Leaf, and is bumped. Leaf can't believe it. That's her 4th. And, Tim, you go back to that 112-110 shootout. Boyle County had 3 players foul out. That's Leaf's 4th and the team's 4th.
Well, I was looking at the wrong side. Lincoln County has got Boyle County in the 1-1. Boyle County has 2 more to give before putting Lincoln in the 1-1. 48.3, 9-point lead in the third quarter for Lincoln County, 53-44.
Haley Shepperson checks in for Leaf. They get into Zaria Napier. Her shot no good. Battle for the rebound as Sutherland and Shepperson are wrapped up, and it will stay with Lincoln County on the alternate possession with 43 seconds to go. Shear to trigger it in, guarded by Becca Tarter. Lobs it out top to Anna Lane. Lane gets to the high post of Sutherland. Turn, 15-foot shot, no good, but she's fouled. Got her on the elbow, and that foul is going to go against number 5, Haley Shepperson. That's her first and the team's fifth.
39.4 seconds to go. Appreciate the messages from folks. We are experiencing some technical difficulties with some connectivity. You say it. Connectivity, like we did earlier this week. We had all of our gear checked out and updated as necessary, but this is not our issue. This is a internet issue, a third-party vendor problem. Trust me, we're working on it as hard as we can.
Sutherland connects on both. She has a dozen tonight. The lead is 11 for Lincoln County with 34 seconds to go. Harris into the front court, gets it down to Edmiston, puts a dribble down, up and under is good, and she's fouled. So Edmiston is going to have an and one opportunity. Foul is on Anna Lane. That's her first and the team's seventh. So Edmiston with 3 points tonight, looking for a fourth. It's 55-46 with 29 and a half seconds to go in the third quarter.
Man, are we setting up for a great fourth quarter or what?
Free throw's no good, rebounded by Sutherland. Sutherland into the front court, racing, and now we'll pull it back out and get it to Shear. 20 seconds to go. Boyle, three, no good, but she's fouled out there by Tarter. Got Tarter in the air, paused ever so slightly, and got fouled. And Maddie Boyle will go to the free throw line for three. And Tim, she's hit a couple big free throws right there a few times.
What was it, 0.9 seconds
was less than that.
Or something? When she hit them last time, missed the first one here.
Boyle has not scored tonight. She'll have two more free throws. So Lincoln County with Shearer, Napier, Sutherland, Lane, and Boyle. Boyle the only starter on the floor for Lincoln County right now in this third quarter. Second free throw is good.
Back to 10. Now Lincoln County, it's got down to 6 at one time period, Kevin, 47-41. But then it's teetered and tottered back at 8 and 10.
Third free throw is good. So 2 out of 3 for Maddie Boyle. The lead is 57-41. 20 seconds to go. Into Tarter. Back to Baker. Baker looking for help. Stops, throws it in the front court. Napier got a hand on it, but it won't go. Maddie Boyle is going to be whistled for a blocking foul. Lincoln's going to have to watch it because they're getting really demonstrative whenever they get a foul called on them, and it's going to be not too long before. A seat. So Lincoln County will get Emma King in with hopefully the last shot of this third quarter. Second free throw from Edmiston is good. So now Lincoln gets it into Shear. Shear bounces it to King. King racing down, stops the free throw line and slid her feet with 5.6 seconds to go and traveled. So Boyle will get the final shot here, trailing Lincoln 57-47. In, they get it back to Harris. Harris in the backcourt, drives, and is batted away, and that's the way the third quarter will end. Lincoln County on top, 57. Harris into the front court, gives it over to Baker. Baker drives baseline, floater, short, no good. Battle for the rebound. Wilkes tapped it to herself a couple of times and finally controlled to Shearer into the front court. Over to Maddie Boyle. Faked a three on the left wing, drives, gets by two men, off the glass, won't go. Jenna King with the offensive rebound, gives it back to Emma King. Three, yes!
Big three for Lincoln County right there.
30 points for Emma King, and the lead is 13 for the Lady Patriots. Harris into the front court, picked up by Shearer. Angles to the right, lobs it down to Tarter. Tarter fell down, and they say Emma King pushed her down. That'll be her first foul and the team's ninth, and it will send Becca Tarter to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
Carter was definitely falling backwards, Kevin, as she was going to retrieve the basketball, but when King put her hand out just a little bit, it did look like it shoved her just a tad, and they got the call.
Logan Godby checks in. Godby with 3 fouls. She's going to have to be careful defensively. She's been on Harris most of the night. Becca Tarter hits the first free throw, just her 3rd point of the evening. 60-48. Lincoln County 7 minutes and 17 seconds away from a district championship if they can hold on to this lead. Tarter, second free throw, no good. Wilkes with a nice rebound. In trouble now. She'll give it over now to Emma King. King into the front court. Backs up, actually. Now gets into the front court. Left side now to Jenna King. Back to Emma King. Top of the key to Maddie Boyle. 3 on the way. Front iron, no good. Jenna King with an offensive board. Her putback is no good. And she's fouled. And Lincoln County is giving Boyle County a dose of its own offensive rebound medicine. Foul is on Baker, her 2nd, team 6th.
Boys game to follow. Coming up next, Lincoln County has won both of the games this year. The first one in triple overtime fashion. Shout out to Mama B. McGuffey listening to us tonight, as she always does. And I understand that she likes to walk the floor while these games are on, so getting some exercise in. And by the way, the folks listening to us in Florida tonight, like Cujo Key and Bradenton and Marco Island, it was 79 degrees and sunny here today. Thank you very much.
A little windy, but we'll take it. 2 free throws by Jenna King are good. 62-48. Roney checks back in with 4 fouls for Boyle County. Jenna King on her. Roney struggling, gives it over now to Edmiston, and she travels with it. Good defense at time by Caitlin Wilkes. Moved her feet well and got in position, and Edmiston tried to go around her without dribbling and couldn't do it.
Shout out to Coach Ricky Mullins listening to us tonight with the Lincoln County archery team. They've got their state tournament coming up. We'll keep you posted on how they do.
Boyle quickly into the front court, and a back tap ball on the floor is loose. Emmy Harris on the floor. Lots of players scrambling for it. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will stay with Lincoln County. 6:35 to go.
After 3 quarters, Kevin, Lincoln County 17 out of 18 from the free throw line, 94%. Boyle County 9 out of 19 from the free throw line. There's a big difference right there.
14-point lead for Lincoln at 62-48 right now. Maddie Boyle with it on the left wing to the high post. They've given it over to Godby. 3 on the way from the wing. It's good.
How about Logan Godby with the 3, and the Lady Pates back up 17.
Largest lead of the night for Lincoln County with 6:19 to go. Right side to Roney. Roney driving, gets by King. Shot is up, no good, but she's fouled. Lincoln County's got to step over and help out defensively. It's going to be the 10th team foul. It's the 4th foul on Caitlin Wilkes.
So the double bonus now for Boyle County, but they've not been hitting them, so it's really not been to their advantage.
Roney's first free throw is no good. So she's stuck in single digits with 9 as Sutherland will replace Wilkes with those 4 fouls. Sutherland's played a great game tonight as well. 12 points off the bench for her. Roney with a second free throw, 65-48. As she is able to connect and get into double figures with that one. Boyle in a trap. Now gets it to Sutherland in the front court. Tried to get it down low to King. It's batted out of bounds, and that was an ill-advised pass. Peyton Manning couldn't have threaded that needle.
There's the shout out for Marco Island right now. We really need this win. Keep working hard and moving on to the 12th region next week. Marco Island listening to us tonight.
Emma King gets it way and back to Logan Godby, and she'll hand off to Maddie Boyle. 6 minutes to go. Lincoln up 65-49. Boyle guarded closely by Baker. Is going to dribble in and get separation. Now give it over to Sutherland on the right wing. Sutherland puts a couple dribbles out, crosses over, bounces it down to King. King is
on the floor.
Fouled on the floor. She was bumped trying to retrieve the pass. And that just fouled out Danielle Roney.
Yeah, she's one of Boyle County's starters and key players. She does so many things well for Boyle County. Hey, listen, don't forget about the Explore Tech that's going on at the Lincoln County Public Library. Engineers of Tomorrow, as they have a lot of great stuff going on. And we're the only library in the entire nation right now that has the exhibit and it's there for just a couple more weeks to the Lincoln County Public Library.
Jenna King's first free throw, no good. Sutherland offensive board, shot up, and it is no good, and it missed the backboard and everything.
Was it not touched?
Not touched and not fouled, but I'm sure she just threw that out of bounds like that. So,
wow.
Nevertheless, it will go over to Boyle County. Harris with it will pick it up as it rolls slowly into the front court. 5:47 to go in regulation. Lincoln on top, 65-49. Harris to the right. Tries to split a double team, gets it to Leaf in the corner, who checked in for Roney for fouling out. Leaf drives baseline, shot is blocked by Emma King, gets the rebound, and a traveling violation as Leaf fell to the floor with the basketball, and it will go back over to Lincoln County.
Lady Pates trying to win their 9th district. They're 8 out of 9, trying to make it 9 out of 10.
King floats it into the front court to Godby. Back to Emma King, now over to Maddie Boyle at the jump circle, and Lincoln with a 16-point lead can afford to try to run some clock here. It's at 5:20. Boyle in a trap, gives it over to Emma King. King floats it in the corner to Godby. 17-footer on the baseline, shot no good. Sutherland offensive rebound, her shot's no good. Leaf pulls it down for Boyle County in a trap now, picks up her dribble, throws it into the front court, too far for Harris, but Harris able to retrieve it and lays it in.
That's athleticism right there. She got on her horse and got to it and finished up.
Just went and got it. Long down court pass to Jenna King. Contact, no call, as Sutherland gets the offensive rebound, and she's fouled. So she'll get to go to the free throw line. It's 65-51 with 4:49 to go. The foul is on Becca Tarter. That's her 3rd and the team's 8th. And Sutherland will go to the free throw line for 2. And Lincoln's going to have to earn it here. They're going to have to continue to attack and have to hit free throws.
Yeah, it's getting a little ragged, to say the least, as it's up and down a little bit, and that free throw's good.
Sutherland with 13 and the lead at 15 with 4:49 to go in regulation. Sutherland's second free throw, no good. Tarter with an easy rebound. Gets it up to Harris. Harris, little Euro step and a blocking foul. It's going to go against Sutherland. That's her first. Already in the double bonus, so Harris will have 2 regardless.
We have this score from the 48th district. Southwestern leads Wayne County. This is a boys game. Southwestern 18, Wayne County 11. 18-11 after 1 quarter.
Amy Harris at the free throw line. First one is up and short. Harris with 25 points. Lincoln with the lead. 4:43 to go in regulation. Sutherland to trigger it in, looking for help. Still looking, now gets it into Boyle. Boyle on the run, into the front court. We'll circle back out. Try to run some clock. Gets a high screen, and Harris comes out, and she'll shovel it off to Emma King. Emma King drives, gets by Baker, gets baseline, hands it off to Sutherland inside to Wilkes. 10-footer, good.
And that was a fall-away 10-footer. And buries it.
14 for Caitlin Wilkes. Lincoln up 68-52, 4:15 to go. Harris, right, left, steps back, gets to the high post of Tarter. Over to Edmiston, who drives, lays it up as Wilkes unable to play defense there. Just let her go and let Tarter score. We're halfway through the 4th quarter. Lincoln by 14.
Not out of the woods yet, Kevin. Got to continue to score. Can't have a lot of empty trips.
Boyle in the front court, dribbling. Working on Baker. Will drive in and create separation. Now throws it away. It's batted in the backcourt. And Harris, a little aggressive going after it, knocks into Emma King. And that's going to be the first foul on Emmy Harris, the team's 9th.
I was afraid they were going to call a walk on Emma King as she was going back. Maddie Boyle threw the pass to her, but it was a little low, and it kicked off of, they're saying that Emmy Harris touched it, so it went into the backcourt. Okay, you can go get it, but King went to the floor, and Harris picks up the foul.
So Emma King will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Jenna King checks back in, and King's free throw is good. 31 points for the sophomore.
What a tournament she's had. 22 and 31.
Second one is good as well. Dialed in for sure from the floor. 3:40 to go. Harris into the front court. It's 70-54. Harris off to the right. Picked up by Godby. Now over to Leaf. Tried to dump it down low. Emma King came in from behind. Jenna King fronted her, and Emma King came from behind and tapped it. They say it's going to go off of Emma King, so it'll stay with the Lady Rebels.
That was a King sister double team right there.
Sandwich.
Came in and made the great play.
Leaf gets it into Harris. Harris right wing extended, thought about a three, now gets to the top of the key. Drives, gives it over now to Baker. Her three is swatted by Emma King. King controls, goes coast to coast, and instead of pushing the issue, circles back out and floats it over to Boyle. Maddie Boyle with it, splits a double team, bounce it over to Emma King. King will back it back out to Maddie Boyle, 3:10 to go. Leaf comes out to guard her. Boyle gets separation. Long pass in the corner to Emma King. King drives baseline, gets in, tries to dump it in the corner, and Jenna King had cut to the basket, so she throws it out of bounds.
She looked over and said, "Where was Jenna?" You could read her. Jenna was going to maybe break to that corner. I think she got actually tangled up with a Boyle County player and couldn't get over there. That was the play. She was coming to the middle, and she was going to kick it to the corner, and Jenna just couldn't get over there.
2:55 to go, 70-54. Emmy Harris into the front court. Angles to the right. Going to take a long three, front iron. Maddie Boyle with the rebound. And stepped on the baseline. Going to turn it back over to Boyle County. 2:39 to go. Clock still running here. A little home cooking. Reverse cooking, actually.
Well, yeah, that's okay.
2:37 on the clock. 70-54. Leaf to trigger it in. Looking, now gets it over to Baker. Baker drives, gets in the paint, 8-footer, short air ball. Ball tapped, out of bounds, and it will stay with Boyle County. Jenna King had a chance to grab it, but let it go out of bounds because she thought it went off a Boyle player.
So did this entire half of the gym.
But Tim, if you're right there and you can grab it, you grab it.
Got to do it.
Tarter to trigger it in. Out top to Harris. Harris picked up quickly by Maddie Boyle. Harris will back it back out. 2:25 to go. And Boyle very deliberate, trailing by 16. Right wing to Leaf. In the corner to Harris. Harris skip past to Baker. Baker ball fakes, drives, 12-footer long. Jenna King had the rebound. Emmy Harris came in and tied her up. Jump ball. Possession will favor Boyle County.
Yeah, Harris came from the backside that time. King had the basketball and just tied it up for the jump ball.
Leaf to trigger it in. Out top to Baker, battled away by Boyle. Picked up by Emma King. King circles around in the backcourt. Loses a handle on it in a double team now. Gets it in the front court to Jenna King. And a timeout, Lincoln County. 2:04 to go in regulation. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Lady Patriots on top, 70-54. This is 45th District Tournament Championship action on 102.9 WPBK FM.
Since 1957, Durham's Grocery at 606 Lancaster Street in Sanford has been serving Sanford and the surrounding community with a full line of groceries, fresh meats, quality produce, and a full-service deli with homemade salads. They offer money orders and are also a payment center for KU, Atmos Energy, AT&T, and more. For fast, friendly service all the way to your car, Durham's Grocery is big enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. That's Durham's Grocery.
Are you looking to recycle your plastic bottles, paper, cans, and cardboard? It's easy to do in Garrett and Lincoln counties. Do your part to conserve landfill space and create jobs by bringing your recyclables to the green drop boxes at the following locations: Houstonville City Hall, Crab Orchard City Hall, Waynesburg Rescue Squad, Paint Lick Sportsman Club Park, Garrett County Fairgrounds, and the Camp Dick Fire Station at the end of Rogers Road. For more information on recycling and other waste-related items, visit the web at GarrettLincolnSW.com.
Lincoln basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
2 minutes and 4 seconds to the district championship. Lady Pates on top, 70-54. Here's Kevin Bandera with a call.
Maddie Boyle in the backcourt, under 2 minutes to go to a championship now. Into Godby, back to Boyle. Lincoln looking to run clock. Maddie Boyle working around in a double team and floats it to Shearer. Shearer now loses the handle on it to Wilkes. Wilkes goes up, her shot blocked by Edmiston. Edmiston controls. They get it to Tarter, now to Harris. Boyle on the run. Harris going to go up and lay it off the glass and in. 28 points for Emmy Harris, and it's a minute and a half to go, 70-50. To go. Maddie Boyle will get 2 shots at the free throw line. If Lincoln can hit free throws and take care of the basketball, this one will belong to the Lady Patriots. 14-point lead for the Lady Patriots with a minute 20 to go, and Maddie Boyle misses the first. Jenna King checks back in for defense as Wilkes goes out. Lincoln County with Godby, Shearer, Boyle, King, and King on the floor right now. Second free throw from Boyle is good. Amy Harris with it into the front court, 71-56, left side. Long distance ball fakes, drives, goes up, and is fouled. So Amy Harris is going to go to the free throw line for 2. That foul goes against Emma King. That's her second. 1:13 to go. 71-56.
Boys game on deck. Be sure to stay tuned for that one.
First free throw from Emmy Harris is good. And I got the shooter's roll. Wilkes checks back in for Jenna King to go on offense. Also for this rebound right here, Wilkes had a couple of big rebounds off of missed free throws, something that plagued Lincoln County early in the game.
Talked about Explore Tech just a little bit earlier about making engineers for all your engineering needs. You need to see AGE Engineering in Stanford. Great folks for all of your needs, AGE Engineering.
Second free throw good, 71-58. Boyle nearly has it picked off by Tarter, but it goes out of bounds. We're down to a minute 5. Lincoln's got to take care of the basketball. 13-point lead, but that can evaporate quickly with the three-point shooters that Boyle has. Shearer triggers it in the backcourt to Maddie Boyle. It's going to be facing a trap. Boyle picks up her dribble, floats it in the corner to Godby. Godby back to Emma King. King dribbles around, now lobs it down low to Wilkes, wide open, who lays it in.
Nice finish, and if you get that wide open, go ahead.
Take the points
Take
for sure.
it.
Emmy Harris stops and pops for a 3, and it's good. Of course it is. 40 seconds to go. They get it into Shearer. Shearer over now to Boyle in the back for Rachel Leaf. That will send Trinity Shearer to the free throw line for 2 with 30.9 seconds to go.
So the Lady Pates are going to continue their dominance in the 45th district. They've won 8 out of 9. This is going to be 9 out of 10. And Lincoln County, the only time they've not won the district since 2008, was in 2014 when Danville went on that great run. And Lincoln County's won it every other year since. They are 23-1 over Boyle County in the last 10 years. And if they hold on for the final 30 seconds right now, which both teams are clearing their benches, Lincoln County will improve to 24-1 and another district championship just 30.9 seconds away for the Lady Pates.
So Lincoln County with Emma King, Lydia Rice, Trinity Shearer at the line and hit the first one. Anna Lane and Haley Barnes. And Anna Lane taps it around on the missed free throw, but is controlled by Boyle County. Boyle with the rebound to get it in the corner. Keely Bowling will fire a 3. This is off the mark. Battle for the rebound, controlled by Boyle County. And that was Madeline Inman with the rebound and the putback, and she's fouled. Haley Barnes gets her name in the book, her first foul, and it will send Inman to the free throw line for 2. 20.9 seconds to go to a championship, 74-61. Lincoln County's going to get the victory. First free throw from Inman is no good. We will see Emily Glasscock check in. Boyle County also with Haley Shepperson in the game. Also Madison Baker. Free throw's no good, but knocked out of bounds by Lincoln County. So to stay with the Lady Rebels with 19.8 seconds to go. Hannah Dean will trigger it in, gets it out top. Give it over now in the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Inman. This is off the front iron. No good. Barnes battling for the rebound. It is tracked down by Casey McGurr. McGurr gets it in the front court to Inman. Down to 7 seconds. Back to McGurr. Back to Inman. Inman drives. Back to McGurr. Right side now. They dump it down in the corner. And Boyle won't get his shot off. Lincoln County wins the 45th district title, 74-61 over their rival, the Lady Rebels of Boyle County. You're listening to Lincoln County Lady Patriot Basketball.